Hello students, today we are going to discuss about first chapter from 6th page to 8th page. So in this page, let us discuss about Cartesian plane, coordinate plane, xy plane. Already we discussed about xy plane, coordinate plane, Cartesian plane in the previous video. Who did not watch, please go and watch the previous video. This is the plural form for axis. Both x-axis and y-axis divide the xy plane into 4 parts and each part is called as quadrant. So totally we have 4 quadrants. Let us discuss about these quadrants. Quadrant 1, and this is quadrant 2, this is quadrant 3, and this is quadrant 4. This quadrant 1, both x value and y value both are positives. In this second quadrant, x value is negative and y value is positive. In this third quadrant, x value is negative and y value is also negative. For example, -5, -3. In this quadrant 4, x is positive and y is negative. Now how to represent a point on the quadrant 3, 2? How to represent this in xy plane? So here x value is 3, y value is 2. Both are positives, therefore it is in quadrant 1. So x value is 3. On this x-axis, where is 3? That is this one. And next, y value is 2. On this y-axis, where is 2? This is the 2. Whole line belongs to 3 and this whole line belongs to 2. Wherever these two lines are intersecting, that point is represented as 3, 2. Therefore, this is the point of 3, 2. Present -5, 3. So -5 is x value which is on the left side, -5, and 3 on the y-axis, the value is 3. Now -5, this line is represented by -5 and this line is represented with 3. Both these two lines are intersecting at this point. Therefore, this point is represented as -5, 3. Let us take one more example, 3, -5. 3 is on x-axis and -5 is on y-axis. Now this whole line is 3 and this whole line is -5. Where these two lines are intersecting, that point is called as 3, -5. Therefore, this point is called as 3, -5. Like this, we have to represent any point on the coordinate plane. Next, page number 7. So already all these we discussed in the previous page. In this page, think and reflect. First question, what is the x coordinate of a point on the y-axis? So let us discuss about what is x coordinate. The perpendicular distance from y-axis to the point is called as x coordinate, and the perpendicular distance from the point to x-axis, it is called as y coordinate. So here he is asking the question as, what is the x coordinate of a point on the y-axis? So take any point on y-axis. Let us suppose here I am taking the point on the y-axis. So on this y-axis, what are the coordinates? The coordinates are 0, 3. Now here what is x coordinate? Which is 0. Therefore, the x coordinate on y-axis, take any point on y-axis, it is always 0. So second question, is there a similar generalization for a point on x-axis? On the x-axis, if you observe here, the point is 2, 0. And here if you take the point as minus 4 comma 0, and if you take here point as 7 comma 0, what do you observe here? Any point on the x-axis, y coordinate is always 0. Therefore, we can say that y is equal to 0 on x-axis. Does point a y comma x ever coincide with point x comma y? No, answer is no, because here x coordinate is y and here x coordinate is x. Both are not equal. Therefore, it does not coincide with x comma y. Next, fourth question. If x is not equal to y, then x comma y is not equal to y comma x, and x comma y is equal to y comma x if x is equal to y. Is this claim true? Yes, of course it is true. Both statements are true. If x is equal to y, then x comma y is equal to y comma x. So this is the statement. For example, if you take 3 is equal to 3, 3 is equal to 3, that means from this we can say that and here if you substitute in this it is also equal to 3 comma 3. Now check, both are equal, both are equal. Therefore, the statement given is true. This is the statement which is always true. Now coming to exercise set 1.2. In this first question is given as, on a graph sheet mark x-axis and y-axis and the origin. That is the first question. Next, continuation, mark points from minus 7 comma 0 to 13 comma 0 on x-axis, from 0 comma minus 15 to 0 comma 12 on y-axis. This is the second question. Use scale as 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit. From the previous video, as we discussed, this is minus 7 comma 0. From minus 7 comma 0 to 13 comma 0. Where is 13 comma 0? So this is 13 comma 0. Now we have to mark all these points from minus 7 comma 0 to 13 comma 0. So minus 6 comma 0,
minus 5 comma 0, minus 4 comma 0, minus 3 comma 0, minus 2 comma 0, minus 1 comma 0, like
0 comma minus 15 to 0 comma 12. Where is 0 comma 12? This is 0 comma 12. 0 comma 12. So this is 0 comma minus 14. So this is 0 comma 11. So this is 0 comma 10. Like this we have to represent all these points on y-axis. This is about first question and second question. Next, coming to continuation question, he is asking that using figure 1.5 answer the given questions. Place Rian's rectangular study table with 3 of its feet at points 8 comma 9, 11 comma 9 and 11 comma 7. In this first question, again one more question is, where will be the fourth foot of the table be? Is 3 points of table 8 comma 9. Where is 8 comma 9? Already we discussed this one before. So this is 8 and 9. This is 9. Where these two lines are intersecting? So let us suppose here. This is 8 comma 9. This is the point of 8 comma 9. This is 11 and this is 9. Where these two lines are intersecting? So here it is 11 comma 9. Third point is 11 comma 7. Where is 11 comma 7? This is 11 and this is 7. Where these two intersect here? This is 11 comma 7. These are the 3 feet of a study table. Now we have to find out the fourth foot of the table. Where could be? So it could be here. It should be here, because for the table, to form a table like this, it should be in the form of a rectangle. Therefore, to be in the rectangular shape, the fourth foot will be here. So what is that? It is 8. 8 comma 7. So this is the fourth foot of the table. Second question, is this a good spot for a table? Of course, here bed is there and here door is there. Therefore, this is the very good place for a table. Next, third question, what is the width of the table? The length. Can you make out the height of a table? This is the width of the table and this is the length. So, what is the width of the table? Is the distance from this point to this point. What is the distance? Just subtract y coordinate because x coordinates are same. So 9 minus 7, which is equal to 2 units. That is the width of the table. Next, to find out length of the table, just subtract x values, which is 11 minus 8. Answer is 3 units. Therefore, the length of the table is 3 units and width of the table is 2 units. So here he is asking that height of a table. Can we find the height of this table? No, we cannot find out the height of the table because this is 2D figure. Question. If the bathroom door has a hinge at B1 and opens into the bedroom, will it hit the wardrobe? Are there any changes you would suggest? If the door is made wider, this is the bathroom door. So here in this bathroom door, the width of the bathroom door is 2.5 units. Now here he is asking that hinges at B1. If he hinges at B1, the door will open like this. If the door is opening like this, he is asking that if you open the door, will it hit wardrobe? Let us check. So here, if the door is 2.5 units, that means it should open like this. So it is in the shape of arc whose radius is 2.5. Now here, if we check the distance from B1 until here, it is 2.5, and clearly we can observe that a small gap is between wardrobe and this door. So here it won't touch the wardrobe. Are there any changes you would suggest if the door is made wider? Door is wider than this. That means, for example, like this. If the door is wider, compulsory it will hit the wardrobe. So it should not be wider. Look at Rian's bathroom. So based on this, 3 questions are given. What are those 3 questions? What are the coordinates of 4 corners of O, F, R, P of a bathroom? This bathroom we have to find out coordinates 4 corners of this bathroom. First one is O. O is equal to the coordinates of O. What are the coordinates of O? Here it is O, which is 0, 0. The coordinates of F are 0, 9. The coordinates of R are minus 6, 9. Here clearly we can see that minus 6, 0. So coordinates of P are minus 6, 0. What is the shape of showering area? SHWR. In Rian's bathroom, write the coordinates of 4 corners showering area. This line and this line both are parallel to each other. So as we know that if one pair of opposite lines are parallel, it is called as trapezium. The showering area, it is in the form of trapezium. Coordinates of W are minus 2, 9. Next, already we find the coordinates of R, which is minus 6, 9. The coordinates of S are minus 6, 6. Next, H. What are the coordinates of H? To find out H, it is intersecting at minus 3. So this point is intersecting at minus 3 and this point is intersecting at 6. So therefore minus 3 comma 6. These are the coordinates of H point. Mark of a 3 feet into 2 feet space for wash basin and 2 feet into 3 feet space for toilet. Write the coordinates of the corners of these spaces. Here he told the area is 3 feet into 2 feet. So here 3 feet is horizontal. That means from a P point, let us take a 3 feet. So 1, 2, 3. This is the 3 feet. Next 2 feet. 2 feet means from here take 2 feet. So until here 1, next 2. This is the 2 feet. Now join this one also. So this is the area of wash basin. Capital A, this one is capital B, and this one is capital C. Find out the coordinates of the corners. So already we found the coordinates of P, which is minus 6 comma 0. These are the coordinates of point P. What are the coordinates of A? Is minus 3 comma 0. Is minus 3 comma plus 2. These are the coordinates of B. Next, what are the coordinates of C? Minus 6 comma 2. So these are the coordinates of the corners of wash basin area. Here this is the 2 feet and 3 feet. 1, 2, 3. 3 feet. Next again join 1, 2. 2 feet. So therefore this is 2 feet and this is 3 feet. So let us suppose this is C and this is D. This is let us suppose E. This one is F. Find the coordinates of the corners. Already we found the coordinate of C, which is minus 6 comma 2. Next, coming to D coordinates. What are the D coordinates? Minus 4 comma 2. Next, what are the coordinates of E, which is minus 4 comma 5. Next, what are the coordinates of F? Minus 6 comma 5. So if you observe if you see the video from the beginning, you can easily write the coordinates of any point. So who did not listen from the beginning, please go and watch from the beginning. Other rooms in the house. What is that? First question. Rian's room door leads from dining room, which has length 18 feet and width 15 feet. The length of the dining room extends from point A to point P to point A. Sketch the dining room and mark coordinates of the corners. Where should be the dining room? It should be, this is the dining room, because he is telling that he has to enter from the dining room. Therefore, this is the dining room. And next he is telling that this dining room, length of the dining room extends from point P. This is the point P and this is the point A. It extends from here to here. So if we count all these until here is 6 units, from here to here 12 units. Total it is 18 units. So this is length of the dining hall. So total 18 units. This is 18 units. Next, 15 feet. That means it should be downwards. 15 feet means this should be down. So here it will be minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, like that it should be downwards. Until he is asking the width is 15 units. So this will be 15 units. To be 15 units, the last point should be minus 15. So he is asking the sketch of the dining and mark the coordinates of the corners. So what are the corners? Let us suppose this is a dining hall. The coordinates of dining hall is minus 6 comma 0. This is one corner, and second corner already it is given that 12 comma 0. Coordinates of this is 12 comma minus 15. This is 6 comma minus 15. So these are the coordinates of dining hall. Place a rectangular 5 feet into 3 feet dining table precisely in the center of a dining room. Write down the coordinates of the feet of the table. Place a rectangular dining table 5 feet into 3 feet precisely in the center of a dining room. We have to find out the center of this dining hall. In 0 to 10, what is the mid value? It is 5. So 0 to 12, what is mid value? It will be 6. In the same way, 0 to 15, what is the mid value? It will be 7.5. So here the mid value is 7.5. Now coming to length, according to the length, what is the mid value for midpoint or mid value? Now to find out this, what we have to do, from this is minus 6 to minus 12, what is the exact middle value? Now if you observe, this is distance is 18 units. So to this 18 units, the mid value will be 9. Midpoint or mid value will be 9. So from here, if you decrease 9, the mid value will be 3. Yes, do you understand how it came? Again, once again listen. The distance from P to A is 18 units. 18 units. And the mid value of 18 will be 9 units. So from here counting it is very difficult. So come from 12. So from 12, if you decrease 9, you will get 3. So therefore this mid value will be 3. Midpoint will be 3. Therefore the coordinates of this center of a dining hall is 3 comma minus 3 comma minus 7.5. Like this we will get the coordinates of the coordinates of rectangular table, or we can say that this is the center of this dining hall. How much distance it will be? If you observe, this is 5 units. That means here it will be 2.5 units. From here to here it is 2.5 units. So 2.5 units means this is a 3. So this is a 3. Decrease 2.5 units. If you decrease 2.5 units, what it should be? It should be 0.5. So here we got x value for this for these two coordinates. We got x value, which is 0.5, and here 0.5. Now find out y coordinate. How to find out y coordinate? So these 3 units is width of this table. To find out width of this table, this is width of the table. That means here it will be 1.5 units. Here it will be 1.5 units. So for this 7.5, if you add 1.5, you get 9. So here it is 9 units. 9. Therefore y coordinate is minus 9. And what about this? Decrease 1.5. Decrease 1.5. So if you decrease 1.5 to this one, you will get it as 6. So here the y coordinate is 6. That means the y coordinate of this is minus 6. So therefore for this coordinates are 0.5 comma minus 6. For this coordinates are 0.5 comma minus 9. And next, coming to these coordinates. For these coordinates, the x value. How to find out x value? Same procedure. Here add 2.5. That means add 2.5. If you add 2.5, you get 5.5, which is x coordinate to this coordinate, 5.5. And here 5.5. What is y coordinate?
Same here, minus 6. What is y coordinate? Same, minus 9. Therefore, the coordinates of this dining table is minus 0.5 comma minus 6, 5.5 comma minus 6, 0.5 comma minus 9, 5.5 comma minus 9. So I think you understand how we found the coordinates of this table. What we did, first we found the center of this dining hall. How to find out this dining hall is find out the midpoint of this width and width of that means midpoint of length. After finding this midpoint, we got x coordinate and y coordinate. So he gave that the dining hall dimensions 5 units and 3 units. 5 units means from this point until here it should be 2.5. From this point to this it should be 2.5. So here if you decrease from 3 2.5 you get 0.5, and from here if you add 0.5 you will get 5.5. Similarly, here we got y coordinate as from here it is 3 units, width is 3 units, so decrease 1.5 you will get 6 minus 6 from 7.5, and to get this minus 9 add 1.5, you will get 7.5 plus 1.5, you will get it as 9. Like this we got the coordinates of this table. I think you understood the concept. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please like, share and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.